everyone. This is TJ at Ignition Sabers. Just wanted to thank you for tuning in to the YouTube channel. Wanted to show off this latest set of complete sabers. I started working on one of these and someone saw that one and asked if I would be able to create a second one so I could create a pair. And they specifically wanted a Shoto and Daito pair. I think that's called Daisho in the traditional Japanese. These are katana inspired sabers, and this is the first sort of authentic katana. That's not really a right word because they're not authentic katanas, but they do have traditional style tsubas on there. So this was the first set of these I attempted, and it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a different type of build than I'm used to, but I think they turned out great. I want to take a quick second here to give a shout out to Todd Johnson of Darth Alice Sabers. He was the innovator of the katana style saber. I don't think maybe I did them as good as he could do, but you know, that's what saber building's all about, is trying things and working at it and getting better at it. But yeah, so this is a pair. It's hard to tell on the camera, but this is a shorter version and this is a longer version. They are, let's see if I can get that to show up on camera. This is a wide angle lens, so these are level right here. This saber in the back is several inches longer than the one in the front. Other than that, these sabers are identical. They're set up the same way. They have the same chassis, the same LED crystal chamber that I'll show off right now. Let's see. This, it's got the standard Mercury chassis in there. It's got a little brass mesh behind the door showing off the Profi. This is these are 2.2 Profi builds. This is the LED chamber that was designed by Ignition's friend Manabu in Japan. He designed this because in the second generation of Mercuries, there was no room for a true crystal chamber inside the 9-inch grip. So he wanted something that he could light up and show off, and that was his. He made these available to anybody who wants them. These are on my Shapeways store with 0 markup. So if you want one for your Mercury, you can print this in whatever you'd like, and you can get that at no markup. I don't make any profit on that whatsoever. That was the deal he made with me, that I could use it, and as long as it was free for all of my customers. So let's talk a little bit about the front end of these. These are actually thin neck. You could say these are thin neck, that the neck is a smaller diameter than the 1-inch blade opening here. So this is the first time I've done an oval hilt with a thin neck. It was a little bit of a challenge. It was a fun process, and I think I've got it down now. So I may be making some more thin neck style oval hilts. We've got a copper plate up here with 2 ball tactile switches for our main power and then our auxiliary in the back. Like I said, you've got your LED chamber here, and these are a copper colored tsuba. I don't think they're actually copper, but they look very nice. It's got the traditional Japanese finger waves crashing. These both have custom blade plug made to go with these sabers, and a brass thumb screw so you can take that in and out without having to do any extra work. They are both wrapped in a brown leather with a baseball stitch, and then they both have the Ignition logo in the pommel. That's kind of a trademark of mine. So yeah, these are 2 really, I have to say, these were really fun builds. They were a little challenging for me, and I am glad they turned out as well as they did. The customer seems to think that it was a success, so that's always a win when you're building something for someone else. I'll show this back one off real quick just so you can see that it's the same. There it goes. Has the LED chamber here. Profi 2.2, just the same. Everything's just the same in both sabers except the length of the grip. Why don't we try these out? After all, what's a lightsaber video unless you see it with a blade in? So we'll unscrew the thumb screw there, take out the blade plug. I've got my tiny little test blade here. This is a sanded blade, so it's a little loose in this opening, but these should fit unsanded or larger diameter blades, 1-inch blades, no problem. Sorry, I just banged into the camera. I'm gonna tighten this thumb screw. We're gonna start this off. These have a host of fonts from Blue Force Company, but I think this first font, oh, you know what? I don't know what font we're on. I've got one font from Grayscale on here, and then I've got several, 4 or 5 fonts from Blue Force Company. So let's see what we've got. I believe that's Transfer Reboot by Blue Force Company. Let's see what we got. This should be Wild Space.
Wild Space.
Okay, yeah, this is Blue Force Company's font, Wild Space. This is one of my all-time favorite fonts. I just love the sound and the action of this font. Got your lockup. I'm gonna scroll around to the beginning. I think this is gonna be Coda. Oh, I accidentally hit it again, sorry. There we go. This is a Grayscale font, which I really like. This is a customer requested font. It's really hard to get clashes this close with something this long. There we go. Alright, I think we got next is one of my fonts. Oh, sorry. I hit that power button again.
Crystal Radius.
Oh, this is another Blue Force, Crystal Radius. Open this up a little bit. Let you see that LED chamber there, which those do have, they mimic the blade, except in the off state, they do pulse. They do a slow pulse. I should take a second here to give a shout out to Jeremy, the Saber Merchant, for helping me out with getting the programming done on these. I haven't programmed a Profi in quite a while, and I was rusty. So Jeremy's a friend of mine and offered to help. So thanks a bunch, Jeremy, the Saber Merchant. If you guys are looking for saber parts, he offers hilts, empty hilts, installed hilts, and all kinds of things. So check out the Saber Merchant. This is my signature font from Blue Force, Death and Darkness, a Sith font. It's got a really great clash. Let's see if I can get it to do it. I love the screams in that clash.
Ignition.
Of course, all of my sabers come standard with Blue Force's Ignition as well. It's a great font. And I think...
Liquid Static.
Oh, we got one more Liquid Static on here. And I think that brings us back around to Transfer Reboot. Yeah, that's where we started. So that is a fully functioning saber. I wanted to show off those fonts and give shout outs to those guys too. Blue Force Company and Grayscale Fonts are both great people to use. I guess we could take a second and stick this blade in the other saber as well. Just so we can show both of them working. Let's see what we've got here. These LED chambers really do light up nicely.
Crystal radiance.
Just wanted to show those off and let the client know that they were ready. Thanks for watching this video. As always, if you have any questions about these sabers or any other sabers that I make, you're welcome to get in touch with me. You can reach me on Instagram, on Facebook, or through my website. Happy to talk sabers with anybody, answer questions. I do still have some Mercury sabers and some Subversion sabers left, so if you're looking for one of those, please go to the website and check those out as well. And thanks so much for watching this video. I am excited to get these to the customer. I think the customer is excited to be receiving them, and off to the next project. Thank all of you for watching, and may the force be with you.
Pass on what you have learned.